So, at the time of recording this video, this intro act, well, not the intro, but explanation, Discord's having an API outage. Why is that important? Well, I released a poll to my lovely Discord community where all my subscribers and fans are, and, asking what Storytime of Viking video I should make. And they gave me an answer, and I was going to ask, what that video should be on. Well, I can't send that message out because the API issue, so if you're seeing this in the future, I'm sorry. I didn't give you the one that you wanted. I had to make a tough decision and choose because I need to edit all of this down and be done, blah 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 blah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Hello everybody, Viking here. I hope each and every single one of you are having a wonderful day today. I know I sure am. So we're going to be doing a Storytime of Viking, yes, another one. Now, today's Storytime is going to be a little bit different than the previous Storytime I did, due to the fact that it's not going to be about me. It's going to be something more interesting. I know, magical, right? So it's going to be about, well, abandoned places. Yes, I know. If you've been around the channel for any period of time, you've probably heard me mention them a few times, or you've seen it in my About section that I'm just a Danesman who loves video games and exploring abandoned places. That is very true. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? So I've been exploring abandoned places for about, let's see, since about my freshman year of high school. So that makes 5 years now? Yeah, 5 years. The first ever abandoned place I explored was together with my best friend Aaron, you know him from the channel. It was an abandoned house not too far away from his house. It was really neat, it was a very interesting experience, but not anything too over the top or special. The next abandoned place me and him explored was an abandoned school, which I do have pictures of that abandoned school. I will put those up right about now. I have no clue where they're going to be on the screen, but I'm going to put those pictures up. So we explored that place. That school is actually really interesting. It has a lot of good history behind it. That school was actually not abandoned when I moved to my town, but it is what it is. Things happen, life happens, but it was super neat. There was a abandoned piano there. There was a lot of what are they called? Receipts on the gym floor, all across the gym floor. There were just receipts everywhere for like oodles and oodles of money, like hundreds of dollars. So I'm guessing maybe the school shut down because of a scam or something. I'm not too sure. But all in all, the school was in decent condition for having been abandoned for about 4.5 years at the time of us exploring it. But that's about all I've explored with him. On my own time, I've explored the abandoned portion of the city that I live in. I'll put pictures of that up right about now. And I've also explored an abandoned hospital in my state, which I don't have pictures of, sadly, because I didn't bring my phone or anything to take pictures with me. But that abandoned hospital is a very fun story. So let me get into that. The abandoned hospital has been abandoned for about 10 years or so, from what I can understand from the locals who live there. When I say locals, I mean the people who live very, very close to that hospital, because the hospital is in a major city. The hospital shut down because they were moving from there to another location further in the city, which is a bigger, more easier to use facility. Not that this facility is nice or anything, it's a very nice facility. It's a multi-story building with a rooftop helipad. It's very pretty, very nice. Just kind of sad how the place has gone downhill. It's one of the more destroyed abandoned places I've been to, which is not a fucking surprise because abandoned places deteriorate over time. But the things with it that were very dilapidated and broken were not because of Mother Nature or time or anything. It's because people. the walls have been broken with whatever tools were available to rip the copper piping out of the walls, because people, scrappers and shit really just enjoy doing that shit. But there's one thing that wasn't touched, and there were two things that weren't touched, and those things were very nice. One thing that wasn't touched was the filing room. Yes, the filing room. It's something that most hospitals don't have anymore because we live in the age of digitization, meaning that everything is put on a computer. Fun. All of the medical files and reports were still left behind, which is actually against the law to do so, but I guess no one is giving a shit. So there were just people's names, their pictures, just everything there, what they had. There's just everything, which is kind of sad to say. The other thing that was still intact with that abandoned hospital was the morgue, which is very, very cool. The morgue was in the bottom of the building, was in the basement. Very, very nice. I couldn't do too much down there because part of the morgue was starting to was flooded because, well, it's in the basement and, well, years of dilapidation and breaking apart does that to shit. What else? I've also explored one abandoned mental asylum in my state. That was an interesting experience, and I've explored a abandoned school for witchcraft in the state above me, which was a ton of fun. The abandoned school of witchcraft is actually where I got my Edgar Allan Poe book from that I have. But I'll get into the story. The school of witchcraft. The school of witchcraft is more interesting than the fucking hospital. The School of Witchcraft was originally a school for colored people back in the early 1900s actually, because there was still segregation and all that shit that happened in the US during that time. Then it changed over to a school for young women with disabilities, and then it became the School of Witchcraft, which the School of Witchcraft later on got a very bad reputation because of rumored disappearances in the area, and they related those to the witchcraft people because, people can't have shit. Going on with that. The abandoned School of Witchcraft was very nice to go to. It was a very fun, interesting experience, and I enjoyed doing it a lot. It was a 2-story building. I can't really explain the structure of it. I sadly don't have any pictures of it because I explored it before I got whenever I had my old phone. I don't have my old phone anymore, sadly, but I have my current phone, which is the one I have the other pictures I mentioned earlier. But the abandoned School of Witchcraft had not a lot of stuff left behind in it. It was broken and very eerie, actually. It's one of the more eerie places I've been. The vibes of the place were just very sketch, if that makes any sense. It wasn't a very interesting. I almost said it wasn't a very interesting vibe, but it wasn't an interesting vibe. It was just more of a concerning vibe. It's not something you want to go to again, kind of thing, Which you can't go to it because it's been burnt down and torn down by the state, which is sad. Very sad, but I'm happy I got to see it and experience it before I went away. But the things there were quite a bit of things left behind there. The things that were left behind were some of the clothes they wore, like how do I put it? There was some of the normal day-to-day clothes that they would wear, like t-shirts, jeans, shorts. Some of their shoes and stuff were there. But in one of the other rooms, a big fuck-off closet, it had, what is the word for it? Ceremonial, there it is. Ceremonial robes, there we go. Sorry, my English isn't very good right now. Ceremonial robes for whenever they do ceremonies and important events like that. Like big gatherings or anything like that, is what I can only honestly suppose. I was hoping to find pictures or anything there, but there wasn't any of those. Very interesting experience. So, but I'm gonna get let me explain why I do abandoned places. The reason, oh fuck, I just pulled my mic. Oops. I hope that didn't pick up. The reason why I explore abandoned places is because I want to see, experience, and document the history behind these places before they go away. That's a very cliche thing to say, but it's what I want to do. It's something that I want to bring to the channel eventually in the future when I have the opportunity to, when I have a camera, and I have all that stuff, and I'm able to travel a little more freely and do things more freely. I want to show those things off to people. I want to bring that stuff to the channel. It's not gonna take over the other stuff. It's just gonna like be there, you know. But at the moment, as it stands, I'm not able to do that. But that's okay with me. That doesn't bother me too much. I'm happy with what I do right now. But anyway, as I was saying before, I want to document these places before they go, because as time goes on, these places are starting to fall apart, or they're getting torn down, getting replaced, whatever it may be. There's a lot of places that I really want to see. There's a lot of places in the state I live in that I want to see. There's a lot of places in the state close to me that I want to see, and there's a lot of places in one of the states that one of my close friends currently live in that I want to see. And I want to get all of these places documented, pictures taken, the history of them noted down, and just get that stuff out to the public so people know, hey, that wasn't just some creepy ass abandoned building. You know, that's not just where the local college kids go to, you know, spray paint dicks on the wall and get drunk. It's not just the place where Uncle Tom goes to buy his crack cocaine, you know. Like, that place has history. That place is either a school for the mentally disabled, a school, or an old hospital, or it was a school at one point, you know. There's a lot of interesting things behind everything. I don't care if the places are supposedly haunted. I don't care about that. I just care about that there's history behind it. The history is what needs to be taken into account and noted for. If we don't know the history of something, then why get rid of it? You know, there's a lot of things in the world that need to be kept, and a lot of things that need to be preserved and stay where they are, and stay the way that they currently are. That's why one of the biggest things I have with exploring abandoned places, and I tell this to the group that I have a group put together right now with Aaron and some other people. I have 2 people in Canada right now that I have for abandoned exploration, and I have somebody in the UK currently that I can hit up if I'm ever over there. My rule that I have for the entire group of them is that we do not vandalize and we do not steal. And that probably sounds stupid, the stealing part, because, well, it's an abandoned place. It's been abandoned for probably 30, 40 plus years. It's not stealing. It actually is. It's not stealing in the sense of legally. It's stealing in the sense of you're taking something from somewhere that's not yours, you know? Like, for example, the book that I took was back when I was way younger. Do I regret taking it? Kinda. But not a whole lot, because that place is now burnt down. If I didn't take it, I wouldn't have anything to remember that place by, you know? Now, of course, that could be said for a lot of things, but that's why cameras exist, phones exist. You can sketch out places, you know? Fucking become Arthur Morgan and just pull out a journal and sketch the fucking dilapidated building and go, hi guys, this is a thing. You know, just do whatever you can, you know? And I want to do more of it, of that sort of stuff. I'm going on a fucking tangent and event now, but like abandoned place is just a very, very thing that's near and dear to me. It's almost as near and dear to me as bringing content to you guys and gals, you know. And I'm looking forward to being able to bring fucking English, bringing that stuff to the YouTube channel, bringing the abandoned aspect of my life to YouTube. But anyway, with that being said, I'll get into the next part. The next part I want to talk about is what got me into urban exploration and what just the fancy term for it, or just exploring abandoned places in general. The thing that got me into it was a YouTuber by the name of Exploring with Josh. If you have not seen Exploring with Josh, I highly recommend watching his videos. I will leave a link in the description down below to his channel. In my first ever Q&A video that I did on the channel, I talked about that there are several people that have inspired me to do what I do on YouTube. Markiplier, Habby, and Exploring with Josh. I think there was somebody else I mentioned. I think it was Bo Cohen one. Yeah. They all inspired me to do YouTube. Exploring with Josh, in particular, inspired me to do abandoned places. You know, he always says that he always used to say that he encourages people to go out and explore abandoned places, go out and live, go out and see these places before they are gone. You won't regret it. Just be safe and take care of yourself while doing it. It's a dangerous hobby. And I took that to heart. And I've brought that experience to the table several times. And I have not regretted a single thing I've done. I love the exploration I've been doing. I love everything I've been able to do. It's been an absolute blast to do it. But again, I highly recommend checking out Exploring with Josh. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description down below for his YouTube channel. He deserves the recognition. And if you want to, while you're over there, just, I guess, I don't know, if you want to, let him know that I sent you. Let him know that I sent you over there, because honestly, I know the dude has a few million subscribers and he has his own clothing brand now, but still, he needs more recognition. The things he does and the things he commits himself to, and just everything he does is just outstanding. He's a wonderful person. But with all that being said and done, I'm gonna get into the last portion of this Storytime with Viking. Yes, I know, it's sad. Bear with me. This last portion of Storytime with Viking is going to be one of the few times I'm going to say this and bring this to the channel. So, I'm going to say this now, okay? You can probably tell whatever music I had in the background just ended. It's gone. It's fucked off. It's not here anymore. It's just you, me, and this voice, and whatever device you're looking at. If you would like to skip ahead to the ending of the video, where my outro is, where I do all that magical stuff, so you can click on another video that's recommended, do so. Before you do that, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed. All that good jazz. Now, I'm gonna just get into saying what is very important that I want to say. So, as all of you know, I am from Denmark. I'm from Europe. Okay? Every single one of you know that. If you don't know that, then I don't know how the fuck you haven't noticed with all the Danish flags that are on my War Thunder videos. Or the fact that I literally played Denmark in my North Sea, fucking, whatever the hell I called that, series. Northern Lights campaign. But it's important that I say that I'm from Europe before I explain this to you. If you don't know and you have been living under a rock recently because you're fucking Patrick Star or some shit, then listen closely. Currently, as I'm speaking, on March the 8th, I'm going to make sure I say the right date this time so I don't get fingers pointed at me again. March 8th. Yes, Tuesday, March 8th, 2022. Today, as I'm currently speaking, there is still a thing happening in the world that is causing a huge crisis. Yes, I'm talking about the thing in Ukraine right now. Yes, you probably heard those words and you're like, oh fuck, click off. Stay still. There's a reason why I told you if you want to skip to the end earlier, you can. But since I have you here now, please stay put, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. Here, have a cookie. Okay? You enjoying that cookie? Great. I want to say this, okay? If you or anyone you know is able to help out with a small donation to the Red Cross, There's a link in the description down below for that. Yes, I am telling you to donate money. It's not something I like doing. I don't like asking. I don't like telling people to do things. But if you're able to donate money to the Red Cross to help and assist in Ukraine with the humanitarian crisis that's currently happening, I would very much so appreciate it. Am I going to get anything out of it? Fuck no. I'm not getting a penny out of this. I don't care about that. The Red Cross didn't come to my house and put a Glock to my head and tell me to tell you this. No. Well, it's not the Red Cross, it's the KGB agent in my room that's telling me to do this. Anyway, just please do everybody a favor and donate to the Red Cross. It helps out. It helps those people out. It's a very tough thing. It's just the people in Ukraine need help. They do. They very much so need your help, and I would appreciate if you did that. Because not only am I a YouTuber who enjoys making people happy and bringing smiles to people's faces, I also am a YouTuber who enjoys helping other people and helping the world in any way I possibly can. I know I have some people who've told me that my videos are helping them get through this whole fiasco, this whole very sad moment. Fuck off, Thomas the Tank Engine. I don't want to hear your choo-choo bullshit. My videos are helping some people with the whole fiasco that's going on, keeping their spirits up. And well, I just want to give you all that option. The option to donate to the Red Cross, everything is something that I feel like is something I want to help participate in. I'm giving you that option. Like I said, it's in the description down below. To go with everything else I've told you is in the description. I hope I didn't bore you too much with that. Now, I'm going to disappear. I hope you guys and gals all enjoyed this wonderful Storytime of Viking video. I know it might have been a little bit more slower paced. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there is currently an API outage on Discord. Some people are able to be on Discord and other people are not able to be on Discord. My poll bot currently is having a seizure on the floor. He is currently StephenHawkings.exe has quit working. He is going on the ground. He is not existing right now. So I wasn't able to figure out what everybody wanted, so I wasn't able to sit down and get an idea of what I wanted to say. I just grabbed my shit and started recording and hoped for the best like I did last time. I promise you, next time you see a Storytime of Viking video, it's not going to be me having a aneurysm doing this. Yeah? Wonderful. I hope the very sad shit moment that I mentioned earlier, the whole big send help to the people that need it thing didn't bother anybody. If it did, I apologize. If you skipped past that, then that's on you. I'm happy that you listened to me if you did skip past that. If you sat through all of that, then thank you so much for that. But with all that being said and done, I will see you in the next video. Probably on Skyrim. Yeah, I think it's going to be on Skyrim. Anyway. Bye-bye!